What's going on, guys? It's your boy Baby Broly back at it with another video, and today we have a PSA submission reveal. We just received this box back from PSA and there's a lot of amazing cards in here, so I am super excited. Let's crack into this thing. Alright guys, before we begin the video, we are doing a giveaway. So what's a PSA video without doing a PSA slab giveaway? So right here we have a Rockets Zapdos Japanese in a PSA 6. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. There you go. Beautiful. And to enter into this giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, drop a like on the video, and comment in the comment section below what was your favorite card out of this submission. The giveaway winner will be announced in the next video, so good luck to all who participate, and thank you. I just want to preface that I do know the grades already, because when this PSA submission was completed, PSA sent me an email, so I've already seen all the grades. It's not going to be a surprise to me, but we're going to leave it a surprise for you guys. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, let's see. I don't want to ruin the surprise here, so let's just take it out. Alright, so we're just gonna block out the grade for you guys, so that way you can keep it a surprise. Here we go. Alright, first up we have a Erica's Venusaur, Japanese, beautiful card. And let's see what we got here. PSA 9. Okay. This one, other than being off-centered, it was really clean. It is off-centered on the front and the back, a little bit top-heavy. I think a PSA 9 is very respectable. I mean, it could have been a toss-up depending on who's grading it, but I would have been stoked if I got a 10. But because of that centering, at best it's going to be a 9. So I think I agree with that. All right, next up we have Scizor, first edition out of Neo Discovery. Very beautiful card. I love the hollow foil on this, the kind of cosmic stuff going on here. I don't see any swirls, but that's okay. Alright, let's see what we got. PSA 8. Okay, so this one also was another toss-up. It does have some centering issues on the front. The back's actually pretty good. There's a little bit of corner whitening right there. I mean, it was a toss-up between an 8 and a 9. But I think 8 is still pretty respectable, considering it's a first edition card and it's from 2001. I'm pretty psyched about that. Alright, this next one we have another first edition Giovanni's Machamp out of Gym Challenge. So we got some vintage to start this thing off. This one also somewhat promising, but we'll see here. PSA 9. So this one I was hoping for a 10, but as you can see, there's a little bit of whitening right there. I don't know if you can see in the camera here, but would have been stoked if it was a 10, but it's okay. I think PSA 9 is actually pretty good. Next up, we have a first edition Slowking out of Neo Genesis, and this one got a PSA 8. Beautiful card. No swirls, unfortunately, but nonetheless, very gorgeous. There's the back for you. Next one, we have a Magic card from Paldea Evolved. This one I was actually hoping on a 10, but it is pretty off-centered. And as you guys know, this card's been going absolutely crazy. I want to say it's like over $1,000 right now. Probably like $1,050, $1,100, somewhere around there. It is absolutely insane how much this card has gone up. I remember this card being like $100 raw near mint, and then in a PSA 10 was like $400 at one point. It was even cheaper than that, of course, but it just kept creeping up. It went from like $400 to $600, and it sat there for a little while, like $650, $700. I wish I would have scooped up some more in a PSA 10, but now they're over $1,000, which is absolutely insane for a modern card. A card from the Scarlet and Violet era in a PSA 10 being over $1,000 is absolutely crazy. But We got a PSA 8 in this one. I do have another Magikarp in here, but I have it separated from this one because this one was mine. The other one belongs to one of my clients that I had the privilege of submitting his cards for. He has 3 cards in here. You'll see them at the end, but pretty epic stuff. Unfortunately, we did not hit the 10 on this one. We got an 8. I mean, beautiful card nonetheless. Looks like there's some corner damage right there. I'm not sure. I remember seeing that when I submitted it, so that's quite unfortunate. But beautiful card nonetheless. I think this card in a PSA is worth just as much as it raw. Alright, next one up, we have a Charizard V alternate art from Brilliant Stars. I really love this card. I've always loved this card ever since Brilliant Stars came out. I think it is very underrated. Still, like, this card is not that expensive. I want to say it's around like $350 in a PSA 10, which I feel is very undervalued. This card is just absolutely gorgeous. I've always loved this card, and yeah, I think it's going to go up in value at some point. Not to speculate or anything like that, but you know, that's just my opinion. But this card, we got a PSA 10, which I was super stoked about. Everything looks really good on it, super clean, pretty well centered, and deserves a 10, rightfully so. Next one, we got the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. Good old Evolutions. Everybody loves Evolutions, right? Fun fact, Evolutions right now in a booster box is getting close to $1,000. It's sitting around $950, so I'm actually pretty happy that I held on to mine. But yeah, crazy how a booster box with like not that many hits can creep up so much in value. But that's to be said about a lot of booster boxes, from the Platinum era, from Black and White, so on and so forth. But this card got a PSA 9, so I was somewhat convinced that it could get a 10. I know it had some centering issues. I want to say it's more heavier on the right, but it's really hard to tell, right? Because this side, you know, it's just all blended in as far as the border goes. They might have gotten it for the back, because the back seems a little bit off center, left to right. Top to bottom's not too bad, but this is probably why I got a 9. Next one up, we have a Ho-Oh EX from XY era. Breakpoint. Another booster box that's somewhat expensive and creeping up in value. And this one got a Camthemutant. So, I actually forgot this one got a 10. I'm pretty stoked about this one. This is sick. This is so sick. Like, I love the old style Ho-Oh EXs. Like, I love the EXs nowadays, but I just like the XY era ones so much more. And this card got a 10. I'm super stoked about. Now, granted, it is a little top heavy, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'll take it. I'll take the 10 all day. Alright, next card. We have a Mega Garchomp EX. I think this came out of that premium collection box. I guess it says it right there, but beautiful card. I'm not too big of a fan on the texture on this card. I don't know. I think the color and the texture just doesn't really go all that well. It kind of looks bland to me, but that's just me. But this one got a PSA 7. So I know this card did have a little bit of stuff going on the back here. Corners are pretty heinous, if you ask me. Look at that one. I don't remember seeing that when I sent it in, but whatever. PSA 7, we'll take it. Still near mint, I guess. Alright, next one we got a Skarmory First Edition, so we're back down to the vintage. Skarmory First Edition out of Neo Genesis. This one got a PSA 8, so not too bad. Really love Skarmory. I feel like Skarmory is another underrated Pokemon. I don't normally hear people say their favorite Pokemon is Skarmory, but it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful Pokemon. I really like it. It's a freaking metal bird. I mean, what's not to like about that, right? Next one. Oh, did I just reveal the grade? Did I already reveal it? Oh, whatever. PSA 8 Slowking. This time unlimited, not first edition. But beautiful card. Does it have any swirls? No. It has a few planets going on there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's one right there, right above his head. There's another one over here, very small though. Pretty sick though. Call that the Death Star for all you Star Wars fans. Next one we have a Lieutenant Surge's Furo. First edition. Another Gym Heroes. Well, I guess the last one was Gym Challenge. But this one's from Gym Heroes. And this one got a PSA 8. So it looks like we're hovering around that PSA 7, PSA 8 area. Not too bad. We have one PSA 7 so far. Everything else has been 8, 9s, and 10s. So not too bad on the ratios right now. We just need to see more 10s. Next one we have a first edition Gengar from Fossil. And this one got a PSA 7. This one did have a few hollow scratches, but I felt like it was still worth submitting. There's also some corner things going on there. And if you guys haven't noticed, a lot of these corner issues have been very, very similar to the rest of the cards in this submission. So I don't know what PSA is doing. I can tell you right now that I didn't see much of that when I submitted it, but I know there was hollow scratches on here. So I'm usually very realistic when it comes to sending cards in. Like if I have like somewhat conviction that it's gonna get like a 7 or 8 depending on the card, like I will still send it in. When it comes to modern stuff, it's almost like 10 or bust. But yeah, some of these corner issues I don't remember having or seeing. Maybe I should start making videos or recording videos of my pre-submissions before I submit it in. Maybe that would help. Let me know, guys, if you guys want to see something like that, you guys want to see pre-cards or pre-submissions, let me know. I can make a video on it. If you guys want to see that later in the future, just let me know in the comment section below. Alright, next one we have Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Another gorgeous card. I really love vintage, you guys already know. You guys have been following this channel for a while now. PSA 9, so we were really, really close to a 10. Really close to a 10. I think if I submitted this with like BGS or something, or even CGC, God, I don't even know why I just said that, but I almost threw up. If I submitted this with BGS, I probably could have gotten a 9.5. Probably. Very close to a 10. This card's super clean. Pretty decent centering. Just overall beautiful. Especially for a card from 2000. Like, come on now. From Y2K? Alright, next one. We have a Zapdos. First edition from Fossil. I'm gonna give you guys a little small backstory. When I was a kid, I used to say Zapdos. Zapdos. Like, where was I getting that? Zapdos. I don't know. To me, it just sounded better. I don't know. Like, I used to say it for Rattata. I used to say Rattata. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys were saying those or pronouncing those the same way I was. But maybe it's just me. I'm a little weird. Not afraid to admit that. But this one got a PSA 7. So far, lowest grade, PSA 7. Can't be mad about that. Ooh, we have a Yu-Gi-Oh card here. What Yu-Gi-Oh card was this? Can't remember. But I think I only submitted one Yu-Gi-Oh card. Okay, Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes from Starter Deck Kaiba. Okay. Original Blue Eyes White Dragon. One of the best artworks. This artwork trumps the Legend of Blue Eyes. Just saying. It's better. It just is. They're both bent neck. They're both broken neck Blue Eyes, but this broken neck looks better. Just saying. Starter at Kaiba, original art, has a little bit of foil shift. I don't know if you guys can see the video in the camera here. A little bit of foil shift, but nothing too crazy. This one got a PSA 8. It was pretty clean. The back had some scratches, like on the center, but I think PSA 8 is pretty respectable considering it's Yu-Gi-Oh too. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is very hard to grade, even in today's modern cards. Like, just very hard to grade. Their card stock just sucks ass. I'm sorry, Konami, you guys suck. Next one, Gyarados XY Ancient Origins. This is the hollow one, not the reverse. This one got a PSA 9. Beautiful. Next up, we have a Mew EX from 151. Good old 151 is creeping up as well. If you guys have been paying attention, I've been pretty bullish on 151 ETB as I've been just buying them like crazy. But this Mew EX got a 9. Yeah, I want to say the ETBs are around like 120 bucks right now, or 130. getting close to that $150 range. They're gonna be $150. Mark my words, or more. Here we go. Dragon IV, another beautiful card. This card and that Tyranitar V, the sleepy one, just beautiful cards. I really love them. Evolving Skies too. Crazy set, creeping up in value as well. And we have a Gem Mint 10. Beautiful, beautiful card. Love it. Last from this box, we have a Poliwhirl from 151. Illustration rare. Really love this card. Really love the artwork. It's just gorgeous. Look at it. Like, man, absolutely love 151. And this one got a PSA 8. So 151 tends to be pretty hard to grade, at least in my experience. There you go. PSA 8. Alright, next box, guys. Take these guys out and then flip them upside down again. Don't want to spoil it for you guys. There you go. And we did have 54 cards in this submission. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning, but there you go. We're a third of the way through, so bear with me, guys. Next up, we have an Espeon V from Evolving Skies. Beautiful alternate art. And this one got a PSA 9. Now, let's see here. It's probably the centering. Once again, another toss-up. I've submitted an Espeon before with this type of centering and got a 10, so once again, it's just really up to who's grading it that day. Next one, we have a Sylveon VMAX alternate art from Evolving Skies as well. And this one received a PSA 10. Beautiful. As you can see, it's a little off center, but I feel like it still meets that 60-40. That was kind of my interpretation when I sent it in, and we got the 10, so pretty stoked about that. Next up, we have a Rayquaza V. I continue to say Rayquaza, and I will forever say Rayquaza. I'm sorry, I know it's a Rayquaza. I know. I can't break the bad habit, but at least I'm admitting it, alright? And this one got a 10. Gem Mint 10, Rayquaza V, alternate art, Evolving Skies. Such a gorgeous card. Really love this one. Next up, we have a Carmine. Japanese. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I'm pretty disappointed in this one. This one got a 9. So, when I sent this in, I was really hoping for a 10. A little off center at the top, but I felt like it could still hit that 60-40 they're looking for, right? But I'm not the grader, so it is what it is. I got a 9. Next one, we have a first edition Machamp Shadowless. As you guys know, there's an abundance of these in both Shadowless and the non-Shadowless. And this one has a 6. PSA 6, lowest so far that we've seen. I don't feel like this should have been a 6. Maybe a 7, but it is an older card, and these tend to be off-centered, especially on the back. Like, look at that. And then, of course, you have some edge wear here. So, PSA 6, first edition. We'll take it. Next up, we have a Reshiram and Charizard GX for the Premium Collection. And this one got an 8. Next up, we got a Pikachu. Beautiful secret rare from Cosmic Eclipse. And this one got a PSA 10. Love it. Love the artwork. Love red. Love the Pikachu in here. Just gorgeous. Next one we have a Suicune V from Crown Zenith. And this one got a PSA 10. Crown Zenith, another set that's going to be creeping up in value here soon. So if you have access to it, or you can get a hold of it, man, start stocking up on Crown Zenith. Super slept on. Last set of the Sword and Shield era, so, you know. And just beautiful cards. Like, look at this ATV, another Crown Zenith card. This one got a 10. Really love these Galarian Galleries. Just gorgeous. Next up, we have Gengar EX. I always thought that this one was from 151 for whatever reason, and it's not. It's not from 151. I think it's from Temporal. Beautiful card, though. This one got a 10. There's some cards that you just, like, would assume it's from 151. Like the Ninetales. Like, I thought that one was from 151, but it's not. I had to keep reminding myself that it's not. Here's a One Piece card. The only One Piece card in here. We got Porgus the Ace. And this one got a 10. So far I've been like, I don't know, 8 for 8 or 9 for 9 on One Piece cards. Like, I haven't gotten anything lower than a 10 on One Piece. And as you guys know, like, card quality is just amazing with Bandai. They do a really good job, something that Konami needs to step up and copy whatever they gotta do. I mean, they already copy and paste all their cards, so they might as well just copy what Bandai is doing. I'm just saying. Next one, we have a Zapdos EX. Rocket Zapdos EX, sorry. And this is from Team Rocket's Return. A very, very expensive set. This one got a PSA 8. Gorgeous card. Really love it. I love just the Rockets card. So that's why I'm like really excited for the new Rocket set that's going to be coming out this year. Or next year. Next year. It's still 2024. Get ahead of myself here. But next year, the Rocket set is going to be amazing, and I'm super happy to see Rocket cards. I know a lot of people are kind of bummed out because they want to see Dark, but I mean, Rocket sets, you can't be mad about it. You can't. So I'm not complaining. I'm excited for it. We'll see. All right, next up we have a Rockets Hitmonchan EX, and this one got a 7. Cards are so gorgeous. Gosh, can't say it enough. Next one, we have a Mew EX 151 promo. I've had a hard time grading these just because it's a promo. It comes out of the premium collection box. You know, it gets tossed around in that box, so sometimes it's just really hard to grade when it comes to promos that are loose like that. This one got a 10. There you go. Beautiful. Not seeing like a whole lot of 10s, but I'm not complaining, honestly, because this is a beautiful card in a 10. Next one, we have a Feraligatr Unlimited from Neo Genesis, and this one got a PSA 8. Next up, we have a Charizard from Celebrations. Good old reliable right here. And this one got a 10. This card has actually been going up in value as well. It sat around like $120, $130 for like the longest time. But now it's starting to creep up, especially with like the 30th anniversary right around the corner. They're going to start announcing like 30th anniversary sets for the following year. Like, I feel like 25th anniversary is going to start slowly creeping up as far as like some of the cards in it, and of course the sealed ETB and then the premium collection box and all that stuff as well is going to follow suit. Alright, next up we have a first edition Poliwrath from first edition base. I was kind of hopeful for this card, but I can't remember what he got. Guess we'll just see it together. PSA 6. So I was a little bit hopeful. If you guys watch my vendor POV videos, I did buy this from a customer. I thought it was pretty clean for the most part. I mean, it got some edge wear here and there, but I thought it could still get a 7, but it is what it is. PSA 6, first edition. Can't really complain. Next one, we have a Blastoise and Piplup GX. Funny thing is, PSA expects you to put all the cards in order when you submit it to them, right? Because it saves them time, and I understand that. But golly, you would wish they'd do the same thing when they send it back to you. This was actually the first card in the entire submission. #1. And as you can see, it was not #1 in this. So if you've been paying attention to some of the certain numbers, they're all out of order too. And they just don't do that. I kind of wish they did. It would help me in these videos, that's for sure. This one got a PSA 10. Beautiful card. Really love it. Just goes well. Piplup Blastoise. Can't be mad. Can't hate it. Next one we got a Origin Form Palkia V alternate art from Astral Radiance. And this one got a 10. Starting to see some 10s here and there, huh? Alright, next up we have an Espeon GX Hidden Fates. Another gorgeous card. And this one got PSA 10. Oh man, that's a good one. That is a good one. A little top heavy, but I guess it meets that 60/40. Back's pretty good. Gorgeous. Alright, last box, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright, so I believe these 3 cards right here are the cards that I submitted for one of my clients. So I'm going to put those at the bottom. There you go. Okay, next card. We have another Gyarados. This time the reverse foil. And this one got a PSA 9. I believe the last one had a... We got an 8, right? I think. Memory's terrible, as you can see. Next one, we have a Lapras EX. I believe I submitted 2 of these, so they should be next to each other. Lapras EX. Gorgeous card. This one got a 10. Really love the rainbow texture on that. Got another one. We got a 10. Next one, we got Pikachu VMAX. Oh, good old Chunkachu. Rainbow Chunkachu. Vivid Voltage. Top hit in that set. And this one got a PSA 10. Love it. We're really starting to see the 10s at the end, aren't we? Beautiful card. Next one, we have a Mega Charizard EX. This is 108 out of 106, so this is the secret rare out of Flash Fire. There's 2 different ones. The other one I believe is 69. No Diddy. Yeah. Flash Fire, Mega Charizard EX. Got a 7. Okay. Funny enough, when I bought this card, it was a GMA 9. I don't know what GMA stands for, I can't remember, but some third-party grading company. But it was a 9, and I ended up cracking it and resubmitting it. I knew it wasn't a 9. I knew it wasn't gonna get a 9, but I'm not gonna keep it in a GMA slab. Like, why would I, like, imprison this beautiful card in a GMA slab? Like, come on, I had to free it. Put it in a PSA slab. I don't know if that's much better, but you know. But PSA 7, beautiful card. Really love it. You don't really see the secret rare ones that often. You always come across the ones that it's the ultra rare one, the 69 out of 106. Alright, next one. We have Pikachu Toys R Us promo. I was actually hoping this one was going to be like well centered on the back, because when you get it, it's still in the cellophane. There's actually it's not called a topper, but like there's something obviously like a card block in the back of it, so you couldn't see the centering until you opened the cellophane up. I was hoping the centering was going to be good on the back, because the front looked pretty good, but unfortunately that's not the case. PSA 9. Centering on the back wasn't the greatest, and there's some cornering issues there, which was not there when I first sent it, so I don't know what PSA is doing. Next one we have Giovanni's Gyarados First Edition Gym Challenge. And this one we got PSA 6. I was pretty stunned about this one. Granted, there's some hollow scratches there, but golly, a PSA 6, that's rough. I see something going on at the top there. It's really hard to tell though. PSA 6. Next one, we have an illustration rare, a Dragonair for 151. This one got PSA 10. Considering 151 is pretty hard to grade, and a 10, I'll take it. Next up, we have Brock's Ninetales, first edition. And we got a PSA 8. The hollow on this is so subtle, like you can't even tell that it's a hollow until you start seeing the sparkles. Otherwise, if you're just like looking straight at it, it's really hard to tell if it's a hollow. But it's a gorgeous card. I really love Ninetales. I've been using Ninetales in Pokemon Pocket. I've been just wrecking. I'm just saying. EV, beautiful illustration rare. I think this card's been going up a little bit too. Rightfully so, though. I mean, it's such a cute card. And EV, being an evolution Pokemon, like you can't go wrong with it. This one got a PSA 10. Beautiful. I want to say it's around 300 bucks. Last I checked, but it's been a little while now. Alright, as you guys can tell from the back here, we got an Ancient Mew. Pokemon Movie 2000. I remember watching this movie in theaters. I begged and pleaded my parents to take me. They wouldn't take me, so my aunt and uncle did. And yeah, highlight of my childhood, I guess. But honestly, I don't even remember getting this card in the movie theater. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, Ancient Mew. And got a PSA 8. I would say it's pretty off-centered. Top to bottom. Left to right's pretty good. The back is pretty good. A little bit heavy on the top. There's a little corner thing going on there that I don't remember seeing, but once again, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty thorough when I submit cards, but sometimes you just gotta document everything before you send it, so you can at least put in a claim if you notice something that's out of the ordinary from when you sent it. Alright, last 3 cards here. This is for my client. Starting us off, we have Terapagos EX, the Rainbow Illustration Rare. And this one hit a PSA 10. Beautiful card. Was once a very expensive card for a modern card. But gorgeous card nonetheless. Next up, we have a Flareon VMAX. Not just any VMAX. This is the prize pack, as you can see from that prize pack stamp. And me and him was kind of looking at this card when we first submitted it, and we were thinking it's probably going to get 8 or 9. Definitely not a 10, considering that it's pretty off-centered on the front. You can see that bottom is really, really thin. This ended up getting an 8, but super cool nonetheless. It's a pretty pricey card. A lot of the prize pack cards are pretty pricey. But yeah, would have been stoked for a 9, but I think 8 is correct. And last but not least, we got a big boy right here. We have the Magikarp, once again making another appearance. Such a gorgeous card. Not to mention the Gyarados that's in the back there. It's funny because like a lot of people don't even realize. I got some dog hair right there. My bad, Tyler. There's a Gyarados right there in the back. A lot of people don't even realize that because he's so hidden. So like this card really lived up to its name. You know, if you're a Magikarp fan or a Gyarados fan, like this card is a must-have in your collection. But I was really stoked about this, and here's why. PSA 10. There you go. Beautiful card. This card, once again, as I mentioned earlier, is over $1,000. So congrats to my guy Tyler. Shout out to Tyler if you're watching this, man. Congrats, man. I'm super stoked, super happy for you. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. I appreciate you guys watching. Once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys want to see more PSA submission reveal videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
在心手情感ものの神みたいだ苦心高い命へとショットはパパラパラ高みなく人間